The rumors are already starting for the New England Patriots, and we haven't even concluded the season yet. What is going on, Pats Nation? It's your boy Colby, also known as Patriots Global. I appreciate you guys for clicking on today's video to hear me talk about some of the latest Patriots news. Today's video brought to you by BetUS. We'll talk to you guys a little bit later how you can get a limited time exclusive deal from them, but you are reading that title right, because the New England Patriots, Mike Vrabel, they seem to have a mutual interest in each other based off of recent reports that have come out. Now, this first one is per Tony Pauline, who comes out and says, former Tennessee Titans coach Mike Vrabel wants to coach the New England Patriots. Now, this is something that's not surprising at all. We knew before the Patriots even fired Bill Belichick, before they officially appointed Jerod Mayo as the Patriots' next head coach, that Mike Vrabel wanted to be a part of this organization. He wanted to be the successor of Bill Belichick all the way up when he got that red jacket and was inducted into the Patriots Hall of Fame. Then, about a day or two ago, we got a follow-up report from Connor Hughes, who comes out and says the Patriots are expected to have interest in Mike Vrabel if the team moves on from Jerod Mayo. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. It is really, really hard at this point in the season and as we head into the offseason to really know what's true and what's not. What is true and what is simply a smokescreen to help out certain guys, kind of using it as leverage to get the exact scenario that they want. We know that Mike Vrabel is going to be the highest thought upon head coach as we enter this 2025 offseason. I mean, I don't know the last time that we saw a head coach candidate be this highly thought upon by really almost every single team in the National Football League. In fact, there was a report that came out yesterday that there are teams who don't need to move on from their head coaches that are considering at doing so just at the shot at bringing in Mike Vrabel. In fact, one of the teams that just interviewed Mike Vrabel was the Patriots' in-division rival New York Jets. You can't tell me it wouldn't be pretty spectacular to take Mike Vrabel away from them, make him the head coach of the Patriots, just to give the middle finger to the Jets and say, well, doesn't that suck? And look, let's let it be known. I have been someone who said, I don't know about the idea of moving on from Jerod Mayo just yet. I also just simply don't think it's going to happen. I'm somebody who tries to think based off of logic and not necessarily what I want as a person, what I want as a fan. And we've heard from multiple reporters. I think it was Ian Rappaport and then Tom Kern and Diana Ruzzini saying that Robert Kraft behind the scenes has already guaranteed Jerod Mayo another year, because Robert Kraft understands the circumstances that Jerod Mayo was thrown into. He understands that the Patriots had the second hardest schedule this year, according to NFL Strength of the Schedule. He understands that the Patriots have the least talented roster in the NFL because of where Bill Belichick left this roster. And he understands that, hey, Jerod Mayo, you're the second youngest head coach in the NFL. This is your first year doing so. I know you're not going to succeed this year. What head coach in their first year is going to come to the Patriots in 2024, given the circumstances I just laid out, and would have made them a playoff team? And I honestly don't think a single one of us can say what the Patriots' current identity is. At least back in the day with Dan Campbell, when the Detroit Lions were trying to figure out their team, they might have sucked for about a season and a half. But at least in that season and a half, they still established what the team was going to be built upon, what that identity was going to be. Jerod Mayo just hasn't done that for the Patriots. So while I don't think it's likely that Jerod Mayo does get fired after 1 year, I do wonder if there is a world in which Robert Kraft sits back, looks at the way that Mayo has been coaching so far, sees an opportunity to bring in Mike Vrabel and immediately get the ground running and says, sorry, buddy, you're just not ready for this position. And the thing, too, about Mike Vrabel is that he has something that Jerod Mayo doesn't have, and that just so happens to be the biggest gripe that we had about the hiring of Jerod Mayo, and that was the lack of experience. Jerod Mayo came in as a former player, became a linebackers coach for the Patriots in 2019, had a little bit of a say on the defense, but wasn't a full-time defensive coordinator, and then immediately was just promoted to be the head coach. He really didn't go through the process of multiple positions, a defensive coordinator, and then working his way up to head coach. He just said, linebackers coach, head coach. Now, Mike Vrabel, on the other hand, not only had a ton of experience as a player, played for the Pittsburgh Steelers, played for the New England Patriots, played for the Kansas City Chiefs, went to multiple Super Bowls, and then immediately after started his coaching career. He started as a linebackers coach for Ohio State in 2011, then went to be the defensive line coach for Ohio State from 2012 to 2013, then entered the NFL as a linebackers coach for the Houston Texans from 2014 to 2016, then went to the defensive coordinator for the Houston Texans in 2017, then from 2018 to 2023 was the head coach for the Tennessee Titans, and this past season was the Cleveland Browns coaching and personal consultant. One thing you can be certain about with Mike Vrabel is that if he did come to the Patriots, he would know what he was doing, he would set the culture, he would set the tone immediately. Before we continue on today's video, though, guys, want to give a massive shout out to the sponsors of this video over at BetUS. Right now, when you guys sign up on their mobile app, on their website, super quick, it takes less than 60 seconds, and you use the promo code when you sign up that you see on the screen, YouTube150. That is YouTube150. You will lock yourself into a limited time exclusive offer of a 150% sign up bonus on your first deposit, followed by 125 on your next two, all the way up to $2,000. That is a deal on your first three deposits when you guys sign up right now. Look, the season's about to come to an end. I get nobody wants to bet on the Patriots, but we have the postseason right around the bend. Playoffs, Super Bowl that you can use this sign-up bonus on right now. And if you don't want to bet on football, hey, I totally get that. But we got the Celtics. We got Red Sox right around the bend. We got Bruins, baby. For all of you Boston sports-related fans, you do not just have to use this bonus on the Patriots. You can use it on any sport. And BetUS, they have the best betting variety in the business. Not just NFL football and NFL futures, but college football, basketball, baseball, horse racing, hockey, fighting, politics, entertainment. You name it, BetUS is going to have it. Not to mention they have live wagering on all major games and can give you a 10% back on your net losses 2 times a year. Guys, play smart, play responsible, never bet more than you can afford to lose, but a massive, massive shout out to BetUS. Now, ultimately, when it comes down to this Mike Vrabel, Jerod Mayo situation, I think it would be so fun to have Mike Vrabel here. I've always been a big Mike Vrabel guy. When they fired Bill Belichick, Mike Vrabel was one of the guys I wanted them to highly consider, but then we found out that it was already in the clause for Jerod Mayo to take over, blah, blah, blah. The rest is history. And I can also even see why Mike Vrabel would want to coach the Patriots, not just as a former player of this organization, but I think that if they fire Jerod Mayo, this is going to be a place that a lot of head coaches could potentially want to play for. Now, I have vocally said that if they fire Jerod Mayo, there might be some people who look at the Patriots organization in a bad light because of firing Mayo after 1 year, but $130 million in cap space to spend in free agency that leads the NFL. They're locked into a top 5 pick, might have the first overall pick, and they already have 5 picks within the top 120 of this draft. They also have Drake May, who's 22. He's only going into that second year of his deal. He has 4 years left if they sign him to that 5th-year extension on that rookie contract. I think that's going to be very, very intriguing. I just don't think that Jerod Mayo has done enough to get fired. Now, if Jerod Mayo had lost the locker room, if he didn't have players sticking up for him, other coaches sticking up for him, maybe this would be a bigger possibility. But you have had several players, sometimes even unwarranted, just vocally coming out, expressing their gratitude, expressing their love, and just backing up Jerod Mayo. Because of that, I don't even know if firing Jerod Mayo would be done very well with the guys in the locker room. I don't know if those guys would respond very well to the firing of Jerod Mayo. So for me, this is fun to talk about. It'd be fun to imagine. I hope Mike Vrabel doesn't go to the New York Jets, but it would surprise me if the Patriots ultimately move on from Jerod Mayo. Nonetheless, though, crazier things have happened. Mike Vrabel wants to join the Patriots. The Patriots could have some interest in Mike Vrabel. This is where I kick it to you guys. What do you think is going to happen? What do you want to happen? Let us know in the comment section below. Remember to leave a big like on this video and subscribe to the channel for all of your New England Patriots news, thoughts, reactions, breakdowns. Another big shout out to BetUS. But guys, until next time, Go Pats.